So, Sinfull, do you have stories to tell?
What?
Stories to tell?
No, not at the moment.
Graves, do you have stories?
No, I do not.
Oh my god.
Kind of hard to just ask for a story out of thin air, man. It's gotta be relevant to what we're talking about.
But it's gonna be a long run, so we need something to talk about.
I'm not sure. I may have already told this story. This was back when I was a taxi driver. I was 22. No, I was 20. Never mind. No, I take that back. Yeah, I was 21. But
21?
anyway, yeah, I was 21 because I could go to the bar then. I was working for Safe Ride here in my town. And the very last fare that I had, this was the night that I quit. I get a call at about 10 o'clock in the morning. After I give all the regulars their rides to work, you know, all the people that are scheduled to have a ride in that in the morning. There's like 4 or 5 of them, probably about 6 on average. I go and pick up 3 at once in the same building and then drop them off at work, and then, you know, they pay me and whatnot. I get this call at about 10 o'clock. And this guy comes on the line and says, "Yeah, I need a ride into town." So where are you? I said, "I'm in Wilton." I'm like, "All right. That's the furthest we go out, but I can be there in about 15, 20 minutes." And that's what we're supposed to say. That's our standard line. Doesn't matter if you're 5 minutes away or half an hour away. You always say, "I'll be there in 15 to 20 minutes." Go figure it. So I'm driving around Wilton looking for this guy's house. And finally I hear it. "Hey!" So I pull down to the driveway, and there he is, sitting in his garage in a little fold-out chair with 3 bottles of liquor sitting underneath him.
Oh my god.
10 o'clock in the morning, getting smashed. So I get out of the cab, I'm like, "How are we doing today?" And he says, "Hey man, I'm glad you could make it. You want a drink out of this? Help me finish it?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm driving the cab. I can't drink. You can't offer me stuff like that." He's like, "Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. All right. Let me just polish this off and then we'll go." So he drinks that whole bottle, or the rest of it anyway. Climbs into the cab and starts talking right away, man. And we're getting into town. And I'm like, "So where are we headed here in town?" He's like, "Oh, I gotta run to a few places. I'll just tell you where we gotta go when we get close. Go to Walmart right there. Just go ahead and pull in the Walmart. I gotta go and grab a couple things." So I park in between the 2 doors at Walmart, and I click the timer button. And he comes out after about 20 minutes, which is $3. And he throws a pack of cigarettes on my lap. I'm like, "Dude, I can't accept that. You can't give me stuff. You know, I appreciate the gesture, but you can't just give me stuff like that. No, I'm not allowed. But if you leave it here, I have no choice but to grab it." He's like, "All right, I'm just going to leave that right there." And he sets it on the center console. And then he's like, "All right, we need to go over to the bank. I need to make a couple withdrawals." I'm like, "All right." So we go to the ATM, and he hops out of the passenger side of the van and stumbles up to the ATM. Takes him about 10 minutes. I should have realized this guy was up to no good because he's continuously trying different pins each time, trying to guess the pin. Finally, he gets it. Pulls out a ridiculous amount of money. Climbs back in the cab, offers me a couple $100. I'm like, no, I can't, man. You can pay me at the end of the, you know, the fare, but I can't accept gifts from you. But I appreciate it. He's like, even if I leave that right there, I'm like, you don't want to do that, man. So finally, I dropped this guy off at a restaurant called Ground Round. I don't know if you heard of it or not. And I'm thinking, about goddamn time, I'm done with this guy for the rest of the day. And, you know, at a few points, he offered me weed and cocaine, and I came close to kicking him out of the car. So I was just happy to be done with him. I'm going throughout the rest of my day thinking I don't have to see him again, thank God. About 12:30 that night. It's almost bar closed. This is back when bars closed at 1 o'clock in our town. I get a call from the corner bar in Nymore. And the lady says, yeah, we need a safe ride. We got a guy here that needs to get home. And he's too drunk to place to call. I'm like, all right, not a big deal. I'll be there in 15, 20 minutes. Like I'm supposed to say. So I show up, I'm sitting in the parking lot. 5 or 6 minutes goes by and nobody comes outside. So I'm thinking, all right, maybe I gotta go in there and let them know I'm here. She comes walking out. Turns out it's my secretary from when I was in high school. She became a bartender there. She gave up being a secretary so she could be a bartender. She comes walking out. She's like, oh, Pat, I am so sorry you had to pick up this fare. And I'm like, why? What's wrong with this guy? He doesn't want to come out? Or was he getting in a fight? And she's like, no, he is so drunk. He is asleep at the bar. And we're trying to wake him up for like the last 10 minutes. I'm like, all right. Well, let me come in. I'll bet I can wake him up. And I walk in, and they're smacking him in the face, throwing water in his face, you know, and flicking his nose and pinching his nose and shit. I just step over. I lift his hat off the top of his head, and he snaps right out of it. And it's him. It turns out it's the same guy I dropped off at the restaurant earlier that day. Just out of his fucking mind. So we shoulder him into the car, and... you know, he's like, hey, man, thanks, dude. Thanks, bro. I appreciate you picking me up, man. You're my best friend. I don't even know this guy's fucking name. I'm just a taxi driver. What the fuck do I care? Just pay me. Get out to his place 20 minutes later. And he's passed out, not waking up at all. For obvious reasons, he had done something bad that day to his girlfriend. So I look into the house, and I see that there's lights on in the house, you know, coming from a TV, I assume. So I walk up to the steps, and I look through the window, and I see this woman wearing nothing but a robe with everything hanging out. Gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous, like centerfold shit. And I knock on the door, and she quickly folds up her robe and tucks everything away. Comes up, she's like, can I help you with something? I'm like, yeah, actually you can. Can you help me get your boyfriend out of my car? And she says, oh my God, you found him? Where was he? I'm like, found him? He's been at the bar all day. She's like, oh my God, don't wake him up. I'm calling the cops. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Just get him out of my cab first. I don't want to be here when the cops show up. She's like, no, if he wakes up, it's going to cause problems. He stole a roughly $5,000 from me today and ran up a bill on my credit card. Oh.
Holy shit.
Okay. Well, if you're going to call the cops, I would, you know, strongly suggest as one guy to another guy that he probably doesn't want to go to jail for having drugs in his pocket too. She's like, oh, he's got drugs. I'm like, yeah, he should probably take that out of his pocket so he doesn't catch more charges. She's like, oh my God, I knew he was doing cocaine again. What else did he have? I'm like, oh, just probably a little bit of weed and some coke, you know. He kept offering it to me, so I'd be grateful. I'm sure he would be too if he take it out of his pockets. She reaches into his inner jacket pocket and pulls out like a 5-gram bag of cocaine. Huge fucking bag. Like a 1/4 ounce of weed, man. And she's like, yep, I fucking knew it. I'm so done with him. I'm so done. The sheriff shows up, and it's my friend Jake Hodap. I'm like, hey, Jake. And he's like, hey, Pat, how's it going? I'm like, hey, man, can you get this guy out of my cab? He's like, yeah, we'll do. Did he pay his fare yet? I'm like, I don't even care at this point. I got to get going. I got other fares. Like, I'm missing out on fares right now. He's like, yeah, that's fine. As soon as I get him out, take a couple pictures, you can go. I get back. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. And I tell Bill about what happened. He's like, did you get the fare? I'm like, dude, do you understand what I just fucking went through? He's like, yeah, I hear you. Did you get the fare from him? I'm like, no. No, I did not get the fare. This is crazy. I'm done with this shit. I quit. He's like, well, you owe me the $5 fare for anywhere from the bar fee. I'm like, take it out of my last paycheck. I'm done with this. I can't do this shit no more.
Best story ever.
Oh man, the best part of that job is cleaning out the cab at the end of the night. I have found so much stuff that would make you cringe, stuff that make you laugh, and stuff that make your day. Best thing I ever found in my cab at the end of the night, $50 bill tucked into the seat.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably.
I found beer bottles that people sneak into their pockets. Found beer mugs, cigarettes, lighters. Found a weed bowl, a couple of weed bowls. I found a dildo.
What?
Yeah. Found a couple of those.
Oh my god.
Found a vibrating rabbit, the actual vibrating rabbit.
Oh my god.
The rabbit right on it. Yeah, man.